best as I can. I'm a Navy's cat. I didn't march with Dr. King. I'm just telling his story from the outside in. But I happen to think that I got a good perspective. You see, Dr. King was not a dreamer. Okay, maybe he was, but just not caught up into dreaming. See, what he had dreamed and visioned for America had been planted years ago, where it says in the Constitution that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal and that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's what it says in the first stanza, or another word for it, I can't remember, of the Constitution. Here again, there is a failure in American society to live up to these standards. See, while they wrote wonderful words, the people had no intention of acting upon them. Because if that were the case, we would not have had a civil war. We would not have had to have a civil rights movement when our document, our founding document, states perpetually, indefinitely, that all men, it doesn't say white men, it doesn't say black men, it doesn't say all men are created equal. So there is a failure there. But see, we've gotten to a feeling of acceptability to where everything is all right in our own community, that we've enacted the same clauses of our founding fathers. See, Dr. King talked about justice, peace, freedom, love, nonviolence. And our community now is crippled with violence. There is no peace. There is no love. There is no brotherhood or unity. So what the hell are we celebrating today? We're just moving in life one step to another. So what? You gave them a street sign. You built a statue. You had a program. You got to walk in faith. When you believe in something, you have to walk in it. I believe that I could be anybody I wanted to be. And that's why I walked in my purpose. So we're just honoring a man who became a martyr. Much like Emmett Till, who history seems to almost forget as well. Young black boy, same age as most of you in the room, who was lynched because he simply whistled. Ruby Bridges wanted to go to school, and she had white mobs in the Ku Klux Klan spitting on her, threatening her life, bombing, and all this nonsense. And in 2000, we're still having the same debate. We're still arguing about race and equal opportunity in schools. Black folk, y'all ain't got nowhere. You just got titles now. You got a little money in your pocket. My good friend Ethan Teller, who happens to be a very successful brother, said you can have money in your pocket, but you ain't got no credit. And in order to do anything in America, you've got to have credit. There is no political leadership. So Barack Obama is running for president. Thank you, Jesus, somebody black is maybe going to win an election. But I don't accept just that. We had 20 people running for president of the United States, and we was just happy to have one black person. Thank you, Jesus. We had one black person on the trooper. I'm sorry, County Executive. I may have to get out of here real quick. But I'm telling it like it is, people. I'm sorry if you don't like it. But this is the message young people got to hear. They don't need to grow up in a society that makes them think everything is all right. Well, we as a community have become materialistic to where you have a Range Rover, you are successful. So you've learned today that this is just not acceptable. So young people, we've got to leave this room with a new ideology, a new perspective. We've got to leave today concerned. And our concern has to positively impact change. And that change has to be positively reinforced with accountability. And our accountability has to be backed in. Sit on home with our character. I was at a funeral the other day. They said about the minister, they said, you know, this person was the absolute definition of character. So we've got to leave today character-driven people for success and hope, for opportunity, for change.